Saturday, Knott's Berry Farm. I'm about to show everybody why this is the day of the week that I usually avoid. I brought the whole crew with me because they don't believe me how crowded it gets. But they're about to find out too, as well as every single one of you, just how crazy Saturdays can get at the farm. So we parked over on Western, went in the Western entrance, and it took all of like 2 minutes. And there's 6 of us. So we flew right through there. Nailed it. Good times. Now we're gonna wait in line at Pony Express. All right, so Pony Express didn't even make it till noon and it's shut down. So there you go. It's still learning to operate on busy days. You'll get there, big guy. So instead of that, let's get wet. Who got it? Oh my gosh. Benji hardly got anything. Jackson hardly got anything? Declan
got pretty wet.
Absolutely soaked. Benji got kind of soaked a little bit too. Benji.
Oh my God.
Oh man, yeah, you did.
Benji got wet.
Not a kid. All right, enough of that wilderness. It's time to get in the Roaring 20s action. It's about time that they finally have people out here for the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever.
There's a line for bumper cars. All right, lunchtime, y'all. And you already know how we do it. Prop shop time. What's the best thing to do right after you eat a bunch of food?
The spinny upside down ride.
Or bumper cars. I think that may have been the longest I've hung out in the Roaring 20s ever when it's not Scary Farm. Now we're gonna move on to the boardwalk, see what's happening in the sun. And also these kids need to dry off. They're still soaked from the river ride. I'm gonna come out on the pier, see what's going on with the scrambler and the gliders, the little sky gliders. Plenty of people out here at the back end of the boardwalk now. Coasters is the longest line I've ever seen for coasters. Quite the party. Benji, you trying to do cornhole right now? Trying to cornhole it? Yeah! One worker for every 2 or 3 games on a Saturday. It doesn't seem super efficient. Come on, baseball boy. Oh, that's a balk. Aim for his hand. We waited in line for that.
Who's gonna take it? Player number 1.
Oh!
Big one, everyone else.
We're so close. Okay, no more games. It's icy time. We're trying to get some of those ices. Yay! So many different choices. All you could ever want in an icy station. I was really hoping that the log ride would be open today, but it's not open today. It's starting to get hot, so we have to find shade. And there's too many people, so I have to hide.
Don't tell anybody that we're back here.
Trying to get this cake weight. Look at that. 45.
What?
And back to his old ways. Soul spin down. Sucks to be soul spin. Party time. Time for parties in this village. Have a fiesta in this pyramid right here. Camp Snoopy's really got something going on too. There's quite the crowd of people. People just don't care that half this park is shut down. You can't keep people from having a good time, especially if it's got something to do with Camp Snoopy. But now it's time for a pretzel break. Trying to get those BOGO pretzels with our season passes. So if you are a pass holder, remember I think we have until the 30th, April 30th. Buy one, get one free pretzels. They're this big compared to my head.
They're this big.
Boysenberry vines, they're starting to blossom finally. Spring is finally here, people. Spring. Even though it's still Boysenberry Festival, there's still not a lot of people that understand. You got a whole plethora of boysenberry stuff out here in the Gold Rush Trail. We're about to get our grub on now, though. We don't ever get enough food around here. So now we're gonna head out of the park, go to Mrs. Knott's, put our name in, and hope that we don't have to wait 15 years to get some of that delicious Depression Buster chicken. We got a little over an hour to kill before we get to eat at Mrs. Knott's, so we're gonna take a train ride over the old Rio Grande. It's a little animated. We're gonna bid everybody here adieu. It's a lot of people. Oh, we're getting robbed. That didn't last long. Benji's getting robbed. This train ain't going fast enough.
I haven't seen any of that.
No, they still got logs over here, but they had most of the logs in the log ride already. But they still got some out here. Oh man. Some sort of hypnotist, some sort of circus going on. Why is the, oh, they put the sign back out? They're gonna put that up pretty soon.
How long do
Yes.
you think it's gonna
We made it.
Mac and cheese.
Barely.
Mac and cheese.
They texted us right when we started the train ride. And the haul all the way across the park. Benji says hello. But we made it, and now it's time to eat.
I know I'm smiling right now, but the light inside me is dying.
What?
Stuff.
Me and Andrea shared one of the chicken pot pies, and that's as far as we got.
So good.
It was so good. I cannot wait to reheat it later at home and eat more. Declan, on the other hand, he decimated his chicken and waffles.
2 minutes.
He definitely should have entered the boysenberry pie eating contest. I don't care if he's allergic to berries. Jackson, on the other hand, Benji still had. You got quite a ways to go with that mac and cheese, Buster. He's exhausted. Knott's has done a number on him. So we finish up at Mrs. Knott's and we start to head back into the park and we realize, oh, there's a giant line to get back in at like 6 p.m. This is the line to get through the security checkpoint.
Run away and never return.
All right, we got our way back in. We managed to fight through the crowd. It's still pretty crowded here for almost 8 o'clock, which we expected. The park's open till 10, so this is kind of the magic hour where a lot of people kind of start to build up again, kind of like they do in the middle of the day, because it's not hot outside anymore.
Sun's getting real low.
And if you want to get mesmerized, you can always watch it blow some glass. Okay, we have one more thing we need to do before we leave tonight, and it's something that we haven't been able to do in such a long time. It's a bit of a travesty, actually. Gotta ride the old Sky Cabin. Blind Tiger check.
Is that someone's house?
What did he say?
We ain't doing no business.
Oh, they aren't doing business? Rude. That's why your club's going out of business, Blind Tiger. Filling in seats. Making us squish in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of Knott's Berry Farm and the
Squeeze
entire
in like you
crew,
love me.
welcome aboard the Sky Cabin.
That's always a good time. Right, Sarah? Always a good time.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna call it. Sky Cabin was enough. So we're gonna get out of here. So until we meet again, probably at the farm or Universal Studios,
I'll catch you on the flippity flop.